Yeah, my name is Hermawan Kartajaya. I'm the chairman and the founder of Mark Plus Incorporated, and I founded this company already 33 years, and we are at the Marketis TV studio. This our own studio, and my special guest is Mr. Lukas Pokorny. Lukas Pokorny is director of Czech Tourism, Southeast Asia and China. And now I'm the honorary consul general in Indonesia, helping the Czech ambassador. Now, His Excellency Jar Dolcek. Yeah. So, Lukas Pokorny, you are here in Jakarta now to promote Czech Republic, yeah?
Yeah,
to
exactly.
Our travel community, travel agent and all that, and it will be tomorrow, yeah?
It will be tomorrow, the workshop with the travel agents and like the destination presentation for them is taking part tomorrow.
Why you come to Jakarta to promote it? You want to have more numbers of Indonesia tourists to come to Czech?
Definitely, as before, there was not enough promotion regarding Czech Republic in Indonesia, and Indonesia is a huge market for travelers, so I'm looking forward to develop the knowledge about our country and about all the possibilities what you can do, and I hope based on these actions there could be more Indonesian tourists coming to the Czech Republic.
Yeah, so tomorrow will be in my marketing term because we are consulting, marketing consulting. In marketing, it will be a B2B.
Yeah,
B2B
that even is
promotion,
B2B
right?
promotion,
Business to business, because they are selling Czech Republic to the corporate or individual customer.
Both, it's like you can also like focus on FIT like B2C, but my main task at this moment to start the activities here is to focus more on B2B, as the travel agents are bringing the most of the travelers. Usually if it's like long haul, then mostly it's a group travel, and the first step is to cooperate with the travel agents here.
So what are you going to say tomorrow when you meet with so many travel agents in Jakarta?
Like, if I will say in general, if you will talk about the Czech Republic, probably the most known place and only place for most of the people would be Prague, as it's like there's a very rich history, several hundred years, there's a lot of beautiful sites, a lot of activities, but there's much more than just the Prague. And in the Czech Republic, for instance, we have 300 castles and chateaus, over 100 golf courses, a lot of, let's say, 16 UNESCO sites, and there could be a lot of activities. So there's a lot to talk about, and it will also depend on the discussion with the travel agents as what their clients are looking forward to experience in Europe.
Yeah, I traveled to Czech Republic for several times for sure, because I've been helping Czech Republic in the last 18 years. But so many Indonesians are not visiting Czech Republic. And they have so many misunderstandings about Czech Republic. Some of them thinking that Czech is still the same with Czechoslovakia in that time, and but they know Prague. Prague is. They are thinking that Prague is beautiful city, and eastern version of Paris and blah 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 blah. But for the young people, Czech means football, right?
For young people here, Czech Republic is equal to football or the football players. Unfortunately, they don't have so good knowledge about the country as their ideal destination to travel to Europe. That's why I'm trying to restart the activities here and develop the general knowledge about our country, and like I hope in the near future, they could say, if they will be considering the visit to Europe, their first idea would be Czech Republic.
Yeah. So, but young people is very important, Lucas. So, if you know that football is very important factor for the young people, and young people can attract the opinion of the senior. So I think this is one input, just one input from me, to make your promotion appeal. But maybe there must be like a travel plan that they will come and not only to see the Charles River Bridge and only the old town of Prague is very beautiful, but also to visit the stadium.
Yeah.
And Czech Republic football player maybe must be a poster like K-pop.
Could
People
be.
go to Korea, they will not, for sure they will not meet BTS or Blackpink, but at least they use the K-pop.
Yeah.
Even they will not meet K-pop over there, but also Czech Republic, maybe now it is good one input that how to use football.
Football is like those footballers that are famous here. Personally, I'm not the football fan, but even not being football fan, I would say like those names that are really famous are already like not the professional players now, and the Czech football maybe is not as good as it used to be before. But regarding the promotion of the Czech Republic, several years ago, we have been using the destination slogan. We are not using it now, but nowadays, but the slogan was the land of stories. And I think it really fits to the Czech Republic because you could have several groups, or if we will take 100 people, that could be different age, coming from big city, smaller city. Each of these 100 people will have their own hobbies, their interests. And the Czech Republic fits all those because some of them, as I said, they love the history, so they would go to Prague, see some other cities with those castles. Some of them love sports, so they can go to one of our golf grounds or Via Ferratas. Czech Republic have a beautiful countryside and nature, and that's why in the Czech Republic, for instance, we have over 40,000 kilometers of marked hiking trails. And you can go take one of those trails that can be just 1-2 kilometers up to 20-30 kilometers. You can go biking, you can do water sports, winter sports. As what I understood here also, as there is no winter, there's no snow. So it's also popular to travel in winter and to experience just the winter, or just like try some cross-country skiing, downhill skiing and so on. And I could continue this way with like, if I will be like looking at those 100 people, and I believe each of them could find some really like interesting place or activity in the Czech Republic.
Yeah. Now there is a perception that now Europe is expensive because of Russia-Ukraine war. Yeah. And how do you explain tomorrow to the travel agent that Czech Republic is different from the other part of Europe?
If we will talk about the prices, I believe there's like the global influence on the prices in the whole Europe. I would be lying if I would say there was no influence. There is some rise up in the prices, but it's not like some huge rise up. What maybe I would see globally as could be a problem, like globally for tourism, not only for Europe, but the whole world, is the price of the flight tickets. And that's not just the influence of the Russian aggression towards Ukraine, but it's influence of the COVID times. And I've been to several countries. I talk with the airlines. I talk with the people from the local airport authorities. And I believe the whole world still have the problem with the labor capacity and much more. And unless this will be solved, then there will still not be as many flights as before COVID, and it will, of course, influence the price of the flight tickets. So I don't think the main influence towards this price is caused by the war. I believe it's still the consequences of the COVID times, and hopefully within 1-2 years, all those flights, capacities, everything could get back.
Yeah, and in marketing we segment the market into people who never visit Prague and people who visit once and then you attract them to come again, and then people who like Czech Republic. How do you differentiate in the promotion to all the three segments?
Like, my first step is the cooperation with the travel agents, as I believe, like, starting with the group travel, it could start more people coming to the Czech Republic. If we will talk about the B2C, at this moment, we started a social media as Facebook and Instagram account, which is focused on like Southeast Asia. And for the future, as the next steps, I would be looking forward to develop such activities more, such as cooperating with some influencers or some maybe in future, if there will be the possibility like this, even cooperate with some TV station and their travel program. But all those will need to be done step by step, and we can't do everything at one moment.
Yeah, but what is the most interesting, appealing point for Indonesian who never go to Prague?
Definitely, I would start with the history and romance, as this is like one of the, let's say, some typical travel or typical experience in the Czech Republic. If you take Prague, that has a several hundred centuries history, if you go places such as Charles Bridge, such as the Prague Castle, Vyšehrad, and much more, or you can just stroll in the city center, see the streets, try to get some feeling of history. The other like popular hotspot that maybe was not so much explored by the tourists coming from Indonesia is the city of Český Krumlov. Again, it's like small city with the beautiful castle and chateau, the river winding below, and again you can feel the history. Like there are the buildings from 4th, even like 12th, 14th century, and growing. And there's a lot of like this. We have a beautiful chateau hotels where you can even spend a night or two, and you can feel like being a queen, princess, so on. Somewhere they can even borrow you the costume, so you can get some nice experience. Also, one of the interesting points to travel to Czech Republic is our spa. As like Czech spa is very famous one, and it's not only for the medical one, but you can just go for a day or two and just enjoy your time, relax, turn on your phone, turn on your computer, and try to like relieve yourself and rest.
How about the Czech food? Will you use the Czech food also as an important factor to attract?
Yes,
Indonesian
definitely.
people?
At least for me, if I travel somewhere, I definitely, any country I go, I definitely want to try the local food. That's like one must for me. And I believe it could be similar for everyone. Maybe not eat it every day. If you stay 1 week in the country, it would be too much for you to each day have some Czech cuisine. But
Yeah.
even for my presentation tomorrow, and also for our social media on Instagram, we are now each Friday. We have one program that is called like Czech Specials, which is introducing the typical Czech food. So, for instance, we already talk about, I believe, fried cheese that is famous in Czech Republic, or some, let's say, one food that is called svíčková, and it's beef sirloin with the cream sauce. I believe you probably already had this one in Czech Republic, and we already again bring in the story behind. For example, this svíčková, the beef sirloin with the cream sauce, it's the most typical Czech dish. Anyone coming to Czech Republic should try. And there's more to this story. This is typical wedding dish. So I would say 95% or even more of the Czech weddings, when you have the lunch, you definitely have to eat this food. That's like the main courses. If I will talk about the desserts, we love to eat sweets, to be honest, and we love to have coffee, sit down, have some cake with it. There is one issue regarding the Czech Republic and desserts, and it's in Prague mostly. It's called chimney cake, because they do quite nice marketing. Those people who sell it do quite nice marketing to it. It's just like this chimney cake. They put inside the ice cream, the whipped cream, and everywhere you can see typical Bohemian dessert, which is not. This dessert is coming from a country like Romania or Hungary. And each time I'm doing some presentation, either it's B2B or B2C, I'm telling people, please don't buy this one as it's not typical. Just try some typical Czech sweet shop or cafe. Go there and explore and taste some of our typical desserts that are pretty nice too.
Yeah, you are quite a good tourism ambassador. Yeah? You can talk about so many various interesting thing about Czech Republic. Let's talk about Schengen a little bit, because so many barriers of Indonesian goes to Czech Republic is because it is Schengen visa. Not so easy for Indonesian to go to Schengen visa. And you cannot do anything about the visa.
As I know, there are some talks regarding the visa, but the visa matter, as we are like part of the EU and the Schengen country, we can't decide directly ourselves. Like, we will do some changes. That depends on the talks of all the countries, and there could be some development. But I'm looking forward. There could be some easing up in this process, but it's not what it could be controlled just by the Czech Republic.
Yeah, it is always not so easy.
Yeah.
For Indonesian, goes to ASEAN is very easy because we don't need visa. We go to Japan, less than 15 days, free visa. To America, they always give us 5 years, multiple. It's not so difficult to go to, even to go to US is not so difficult for Indonesian. But go to Schengen visa, Schengen countries is not so easy.
It's not the first time I heard about some issues and so on, and I'm not the person who can decide, but of course, like, we are passing our words to our authorities, and we are hoping forward that in future there could be some changes.
And how do you work with travel agent to promote Czech Republic? It's not only with social media, but also with some interesting package. What is the most easiest package for Czech Republic to sell it in Indonesia? What is the specific package?
I would say, like, if we will talk about the travel agents and the tour groups, as we are like long-haul destination, there's probably at this moment not mono-destination trip to the Czech Republic. So mostly those trips are connected with Austria, Poland, Germany, even Slovenia. And then again, it depends on the agents. If I would talk nowadays about some typical trip schedule in the Czech Republic, it's like the trip is arriving to Prague, they stay a few days in Prague, then they travel to either to the city of Český Krumlov, and then they continue to Austria, or also they at the stop in one of the Czech spa cities. Either it's city Karlovy Vary, Mariánské Lázně. There are like beautiful spa cities, and the people just enjoy one night there. They can try like some of the procedures, and then again they usually continue towards Germany or Austria.
Yeah, for Indonesian, go to Europe is far, relatively far. Yeah, so at least they will go for 2 weeks. or 3 weeks, 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And as long as I know the most attractive destination for Indonesian go to Europe is Paris and Italy also. Paris and Italy, Paris, Italy. Even not Germany, not Austrian. So many Indonesians, they don't understand Austrian. Even Austrian is very good. So if we can link, if we have a package that you can go to Paris and Italy and plus Czech Republic, it will be very good package for us. Do you think about it?
It definitely could be. I could persuade the travel agents, but in the end, such decision is based on the travel agent. But if we be comparing somehow, you mentioned Paris. We already talked like Prague is sometimes talked to be like the east of Paris, the Paris in the east. If we'll mention, let's say Italy, we have one beautiful city of Telch. And it has a very beautiful town square. And this town square is being said like the most northern European place of the Italian Renaissance. So there could be some links you can compare to the other European countries. I'm trying to persuade them now to spend longer time in the Czech Republic, as they can spend several nights in Prague. And there's a lot of possibilities, let's call it like one-day trips from Prague. It could be nature, it could be the sites. One of the famous products from Czech Republic is the crystal glass.
Yeah, crystal glass.
And in the northern part of the Czech Republic, in one of the regions, they have a very beautiful project that is called the Crystal Valley. And they join all those producers from the very small, let's say, some jewelry made of crystal glass, to the huge chandeliers that are all around the world. You can visit those glass works, those producers, see how the crystal glass is being done, how those craftsmanship is even going on. Some of the places they even offer some kind of DIY activities. Of course, they are helping you, but you can try to blow the glass. You can make your own glass for water, weigh something else. So there's a lot of beautiful opportunities to experience.
And do you plan to have a travel arrangement, right? Travel agent here and travel agent in Czech Republic?
Yeah. It's one of the parts. There's several ways how we cooperate with the travel agents. One is do these destination trainings or consultation, so we can recommend them a lot of activities, a lot of places. The second one is if they require, we can help them reach the B2B businesses in the Czech Republic. Either it's a travel agent, either it's the transport company or some other businesses. So we are also ready to help with such activities. Doing the workshops for tomorrow. Another part is the fem trips, when we are bringing the travel agents to the Czech Republic and let them explore themselves the places and get some feeling. So for the future, they will know what they are offering to their clients.
Yeah, inviting travel agent is very important to see, and they will try to understand better, and then they try to package better.
Yep.
To design a travel package together with Czech travel agency, and to attract the people to buy or the company to buy for MICE, meeting, incentive, and event and whatever. And also inviting travel writer or social media activists to come to Czech. Now, if you want to attract young people, you invite young people here who is active to be a travel influencer.
Definitely, we are counting on this one, and I'm counting on it. But you've mentioned MICE. That's also one of my interests. As Prague the city of Prague is a very popular MICE destination, and there could be done a lot of activities, and a lot of clients from all around the world are coming to Prague for some congresses or some other MICE activities. So that's another step, but as we are just like starting to develop our activities here, we need to take it step by step. So the first step is those travel agents here, and the fam trips and so on. And the next steps would be like the focus towards, if it's towards B2C, definitely it's some influencer, maybe even travel writer. And the next step towards B2B would be the MICE trip to the Czech Republic.
Yeah, so last question for you. And how you attract more tourists from Indonesia to go to Czech Republic by involving government officials from Indonesia?
We
Be involved?
We are not going like government to government relation.
No G2G, yeah?
No G2G, as we are like solely like tourism promotion, and we are just going B2B and B2C. We are, if there is any G2G cooperation, we are taking part in the meetings, but mostly those meetings are on the government level.
Yeah. But you are from private or from?
We are a national tourism organization, so we are like a government institution.
You are government, right?
Yeah, we are a government institution.
But you do B2B and B2C.
Yeah.
Okay, Lukas Pokorny, the director of Czech Tourism Southeast Asia and China, and thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
Hope have a successful meeting tomorrow with the travel agent of Indonesia, and hopefully more Indonesian come to Czech Republic and more Czech come to Indonesia to enhance our people to people,
Yeah,
people to people.
definitely.
Indonesia Czech relationship.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Thank
coming.
you. Thank you.
Lucas.